Alright, welcome back everybody. Commander, something is wrong. On the contrary, everything should be. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Bel Valin, and you have performed excellent. By eliminating the last remnants of the Royal Army, while trading a new army, you've done exactly what I've wanted. They used us. We will never answer to traitors. Shame, I was hoping you could join. No matter, with the Regnan lords defeated and you gone, I will completely rule over this land. So again, this appears to be, unless I'm mistaken, a straight up battle, except for the fact that I think normally the block I just moved into is not available for you to move into, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure what a Stratego board looks like, because I never owned the game, as I said in the last episode. But as I was sort of getting at in the last episode, we used to play a lot of board games growing up. Some of that is just to do with my dad didn't really believe in any sort of video game. Thought they've kind of rotted the mind. That's no good. Sure what to do here. I'm gonna have to kind of deal with that. That's fine. Yeah, twos are meant to be sacrificed, unfortunately. Yep, toss those guys off the board, that's fine. So games that we really like to play a lot were, I liked games, as I said in the last episode, that had a bit of luck, a bit of strategy in them, where on the one hand, you can get lucky and win the game, or you can be strategic and win the game, or get a little of both, But we played a decent amount of Sorry, which is kind of a, how do I put this? It is kind of a strategic game because you make decisions on what you want to move. It's not nearly as exciting to me as the game it kind of rips off, which I believe is called Ludo or something, which instead of using cards, you use dice, which obviously gets the game really moving fast. When you only have a 1 in 6 chance, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, with a 6 allowing you to, I believe, take a guy out of start and or roll again. I can't exactly remember the rules right now without getting a little bit of a refresher course, because we never played that version of that game. We usually, like I said, played Sorry, which was a game that had a deck of cards, and you could slide and that sort of stuff. There was also another version that was kind of like that game as well, called Trouble, where you pressed the button and it popped a 6-sided dice, and then you would, obviously play the game that way and go around the board. It kind of had that same vibe, but that game, for whatever reason, felt more luck-based than strategic-based, because you would end up in a situation where, I think, I don't exactly remember 100%, but I believe in Trouble, in order to get out of start, you had to roll a 1. I think in the original version, you rolled a 6. So now you're really thinking, do I want to move my guy that's out 6 spaces, or do I want to bring a new guy out? And it really kind of plays into that, because you kind of want to do both. Whereas when you roll a 1 in Trouble, you're just fucking pulling the guy. You have a guy in start? Yeah, pull him out. Can you do it? Yes, you're going to pull him out. Because guess what? Moving 1 space is nothing in a board game like that. Or maybe I'm getting my games mixed up. I don't know. It's been a while. But other games we really like to play, we played Monopoly all wrong. With the $500 in free parking and all that other bullshit that keeps the game going on long after it should end. But you know, when you play it by the official rules, boy, that game goes fucking fast. Particularly if you play in such a situation where when the first player goes bankrupt, that's it. The game's over. Which I feel like the more people you play with, the quicker that would be. But, or maybe not. I don't know. It's a lot of it has to do with trading, you know, trying to figure out a situation where, you know, I've got such and such property and you've got other properties and we'll trade them. But there's also a money aspect to it. So when you have when you have a monopoly but no money, you can't build on it. And when you build on it, you risk losing 50% if you end up having to break the homes down, you know? Anyways. There's a lot of weird house rules with Monopoly that makes the game go on way too long. Like I said. But... what else? What else did we have? We had memory. My brother would crush me at memory because I have, we'll say, I have an average to slightly below average IQ. And, you know, the game of memory, we'll just say, is a 6 or a 10 by 6 grid or whatever number of cards there, matching cards there are. So, you know, you put the cards down, and you'll see this in this game as well, where I run into a guy, I find out that he's a whatever number, let's just say he's a 6, or in this case an 8, and you give me 5 fucking turns, unless I've been keeping an eyeball on that one guy. You give me 5 or 6 turns, and I'm not paying attention because I'm looking at something else, and I'll completely forget that guy is an 8. Completely. And that's like, for my brother, that's how he'd always kill me, because his memory, he would remember where things were, you know? So, like, where I would have, like, an inkling of where they would be, like, oh, well, the butterfly's somewhere in this vicinity. He would know the exact spot that it would be on. And so, you know, in memory, when you collect a pair, you get to go again. So you go boom, 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 boom. And then you get to the point where after, say, a dozen turns, you know, particularly if you're playing in such a situation where you're revealing a bunch of new cards and you're not finding a match, you know, you know, you don't reveal, say, you know, a bomb matching another bomb, just an example, or a butterfly matching a butterfly, you know, and you happen to reveal the second butterfly, you know, oh, well, you've given that one up. That was just bad luck. But in a lot of cases, what would happen is you would pull, you know, the second butterfly and you would know where the first one was. Or you would, you know, get a match, and then on the next turn you pull, say, the car card, you know, oh, I know where the car is, boom. So, like, that can add up very quickly, and my brother used, at a certain point, it would just become like an end game, where he knew where everything else on the board was. Now, obviously, as you start to limit, or lower the number of matches left, yes, I also could remember where certain things were. But, you know, when you're talking about a huge grid, he would remember things that and it would just give him such a, I'm not going to say, I mean, it was an advantage, but, you know, he would have such a huge, you know, starting point in a lot of cases that there wasn't much I could do. After a certain point, it would just be, he'd be too far ahead, and I would lose. Yeah, I thought the flag might be in the corner there, so I lost that one. And there's no guarantee, you know, the flag is anywhere near where my 8 is or in the other corner. We're just gonna have to kind of look around for it. And I kind of don't want to fuck around and just dump my kernel. You know, particularly when I've got 4s and 5s that I can use to sort of root around for where the other bombs are. See, that's not... See, that one just moved, so it's not a bomb. There's a miner. That's good. That's probably... I was gonna say, that's probably... You know, obviously, you're not required. So what we're going to try to do is just sort of squeeze them out here. Still digging around for bombs, though. That was obvious. Oh, well, we know what he is now. That's fine. I don't care about that. His miner's likely dead after this bomb. Yeah, see. Even though the sergeant didn't move, we sort of knew what it was. Guess that's Captain. So we can more or less guess where the remaining guys are. Yes, I'm not really concerned about any of those guys down there. That's one of the flaws of this super smart computer. Obviously I lost my guy there, but what's one of the flaws is once they kind of figure out what guy you have, they start to evade you. So when you move you know, a stronger guy in there, they'll run away instead of like challenging you, which, okay, whatever. So that's a pin that I kind of wanted to make, kind of clear them out. That's fine. You want to blow yourself up? That's fine. They generally don't do this on a harder difficulty. They just sort of move, which of course is equally stupid. Is they just move their guys around, giving me free turns as to, you know, well, I don't want to run. I don't want to run into you, so fuck that. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the flag right there. So, I don't have any more scouts left, but this would be a great place to use a scout. Because they zip right around a mostly empty field. I'm gonna get the flag anyway, so it doesn't matter. Congrats. Today marks the liberation of our kingdom. You've done it, Commander. No, I could have been... How could this happen? Planned everything perfectly. Going away for a very long time, said the general. Alright, that's the first single player campaign. We're gonna jump right into the next one now. So we're gonna do Napoleon's Waterloo, which is gonna kind of follow, Bonjour, Command. My name is Maximilien Robespierre. I represent the Committee of the Public Safety in Paris. He's, of course, one of the people that is part of the... I am concerned about the welfare of the citizens of Paris. He's, of course, you know, one of the guys that's sort of at the head of the Reign of Terror. So we are going to first work for him and oppose him. A group of nasty rebels want to overthrow the government. And we're going to use City of Paris in your debt. Yes. So this is a kind of a new game plus sort of game where there could be any number of high-powered enemies or low-powered enemies or bombs that are on the other side. So there might be multiple... well, probably not in this mission, but I was going to say there could be multiple, you know, field generals. There could be multiple, you know, regular generals. I say that there's probably no field marshals in this mission because I don't have a spy. They usually give me a spy when there is an enemy type like that. But this would not be... This route would not be above there being multiple generals, like 9s, kind of rolling around, so that as soon as you sacrifice your first general, well, here comes the other one to sort of mow the rest of your army down. So we'll be seeing a little bit of that, I'm sure, as we move through here. In case I haven't mentioned it yet, I've never played this version of this game on hard mode. So we're sort of playing it for the first time in forever. Here's a scout. Don't care. That's the 9. Think about trading the 9s off, you know, just to get them off the board or whatever, but you kind of want to save the 9 in case you run into an 8. That sort of bullshit logic, you know. And yeah, I want to keep my guys away from the 9 as long as I can. But this, again, this is one of those things that kind of difficult. Now he's moving down in my territory. This is the dangerous part, is where, you know, I don't have a 10 to take him out, and he's not, I mean, because he's a hard computer, he's going to cheat and not run in any of my bombs. So he could literally eliminate the entirety of my army and sneak down a, yes, he needs to be taken off the board at this point. He's too deep in my territory, and now he's just going to eat my guys. Yeah, see what I mean? I have literally, like, and I have literally no idea where... I do have 2 miners, though, or 3 miners, so I think we should be okay. That colonel just fucked me. All my strong guys are up north. Alright, we're gonna figure this out. Yeah, they're gonna eat my guys alive here. Yep, you're literally telling me what guys are and are not bombs. There's the major. So the flag is likely in 1 of 2 corners. I just see you just told me again where the just told me where a bomb isn't. Yeah, see, there's a miner. See, there's another one that's not a bomb. So it can either be uh, all the way to the left, which probably has 2 bombs, keeping it safe. Or it could be in that area that's got 4 of the enemies lined up. Yeah, I don't care. You can eat all my guys at this point. This the flag? No, it's a captain. So that happens sometimes. That means the flag is likely somewhere to the left. I'm gonna guess that it's in... Alright, with that square away, it's probably... The one directly to my left's probably a bomb. So this is probably the flag right here. Yay! We done did it. Well done, Commandant. Incredible. Quibble. Thank you, Commander. This violence was getting out of hand. We did it. My name is Josephine de la Fontes. Fiancé needs your help. Under heavy fire, they are captured one of your men. You could use him to your advantage. Alright, so he is... The spy is likely... Will you help me? Yeah, that's, this is Josephine, who is obviously Napoleon Bonaparte's wife. First wife. I don't know if he had a second wife, but at least his first wife. Yes, those are bombs. So yes, we've tested the theory. They are bombs. So we're going to need likely to be able to dig him out. Oh, good. Another bomb. Right. We're doing great. We're having a good time. You having a good time? I'm having a good time. I think one of the greatest things is if the flag was directly, you know, to our north of the spy, and you're just like, he's surrounded by bombs. Like, no, he's got the flag literally sitting next to him, and you just psyched yourself out. Yep, move him up. Unfortunately, because there is a spy on this mission or on this board, that means there is likely this guy that I was afraid of. So I need to go dig out my spy. Oh, good. You're dead. So that's one dead miner. Yeah, I need to move so I don't get pinned there. This is so dumb. Well, we know what you are now. You're just eating you. Alright, my spy is free. So now we're gonna go eat a Marshall. And yeah, that's what the plan is. That was not what I wanted though. Did not want to run into you like that. Yeah, we're gonna go this way because we know that the one directly diagonal left, diagonal right are, or is in fact... Yeah, he's gonna eat all my guys. Diagonal right, diagonal left, we know is a bomb. So you can send the miner here. That is a sergeant, so he is dead. But that also means that I can eat you. Yum, yum, yum. There's the scout. Alright, we know you are a guy. Don't really want to run into any bombs, though. Yep, we know you're also a guy. You're a guy. Maybe. I whack him. That's a bomb. Not sure what I was thinking there. That was a bomb. Very concerned about miners. That's okay, that's not a miner. That's a dead guy if I don't move him. That's fine. That's fine. Right, so neither one of those guys was miners, so I was just like kind of freaking out for no reason. That's a bomb. And that's a lieutenant, which is even worse. Should have taken the bomb to my left. That's a sergeant as well. Means the flag can be in one of about 4 different positions, none of which I need another miner for. That's a bomb, that's okay. Here comes number 7. That's gonna stop 7 from doing his job. And that's the flag. Hooray for me. My love, you all safe. Josephine, who is this? Have you called for aid? I did not need this. Thank you, Commander. I don't understand why a kind man work for man as Rosper. And seems to have 2 agendas. Alright, we're gonna cut the episode. When we come back, we're gonna do some more of this game. So until then, I hope you have a good one.